Hi guys, we are back at Rowrah in Cumbria for the second of 5 events we expect to cover this season at this popular karting circuit. The Gold Cup is the first of a series of one-weekend championship events we're organising with local IKR karting clubs filming this season with special trophies and prizes. 5 races coming your way, but we're kicking off with the 6-year-old Bambino class, where time sessions are the order of the day. Now in this class, and in this class only, the winner will be judged by their performances, their timed performances, their lap times over a period of 7 races during the weekend. Now, this is the last session that they'll be taking part in, and the man you're looking at is Charlie Very. He's pretty much dominated this weekend. However, guys, we've got a series of special prizes this weekend. Scuderia Ferrari watches supplied by our sponsors for this event, Our Time, and we appreciate the significant discount they've offered us to enable us to buy the watches for the drivers. Now in this class, the winner, and Charlie Very, looks like he will win the championship, which is a one-weekend championship effectively over the weekend from the course of the 7 races. But the watch as a prize is going to the driver that sets the fastest lap in this session. And that at the moment looks like Charlie Very. He's doing pretty well on this lap, but if he does want to take the Ferrari watch home with him, he's going to have to set the fastest lap in this session. What he's done previously may win him the Gold Cup trophy, but not the watch so far. Don't forget, Cumbria Kart Club hold regular sessions for those wanting to learn about karting. Get in touch via the website cumbriakrc.co.uk. Here's the driver I like to call the little adult, Braith Murdoch, because it is like talking to an adult when you talk to him. I'm not sure how old he is, no more than 6 or 7 I would imagine, having seen him. But if you have a conversation with him, it is like talking to a mini adult, to be honest with you. That's not the best line, Braith, through that corner, by the way. Up to the hairpin, which is typically in a normal race a great overtaking opportunity. Again, a little bit wide in the middle of the turn there. Should have gone wider on the entry and then cut the apex. But drivers learning as they go. If you have got a 5 or 6-year-old and would like to get involved in the sport, then you can do that. There are kart circuits all over the country in the UK. You won't know, perhaps, if you're not in the sport, that there's one near you, but wherever you live there will be one relatively close to you. And most of the circuits these days do carry out Let's Go karting sessions where they've got carts, suit boots, helmets for the kids. They can get on track, enjoy themselves. That's the main thing, enjoy themselves and learn about the sport. My commentary colleague Jake Sanson joins me, and I believe you've done that with your kids, Jake.
I have indeed, yes, several occasions been able to take the kids out and do bits and pieces. We did the Shootout UK Academy a couple of seasons ago, which of course nowadays is known as the Daniel Ricciardo Academy, and that's not a bad place for anybody of this sort of age to go and look and get started in national racing. They obviously train you to go racing, but Bambino is a very good place to have a look at for kids of that age. But yes, I also did a day over at Daytona. We took them for a bit of a play there. They were 9, 7 and 6 at the time, and all 3 of them had an absolute blast with it. So it's a great opportunity, a great way to get started, and hopefully there's going to be a lot more youngsters signing up, particularly as the Bambino category in Britain is absolutely exploding with talent. There's so many great racers out there. Here is one of them, actually. This is Bobby Pete, the 53, my favourite number. Nerds will know why, of course. The Love Bug was the movie I grew up with as a kid. I'm sure many of the people here did as well. But the 53, Bobby Pete, he's been putting in some great performances over the course of the weekend, to be fair. 2nd position at the moment on a 107.22. Over the course of the weekend, he's been at that sort of pace. So I can very easily see him taking at least a top 3, possibly even a top 2 finish overall. There's Scarlett Dunn. He's been putting in some good performances too. She's pushing towards the low 109s. And he's going very well indeed on the right chassis. Some fantastic racers at Bambino's at this level, considering that these guys are not actually racing wheel to wheel, they are just putting in some laps. There's Leighton Kelly. Kelly's done a fair job over the course of the weekend, and this is all about gaining experience and dropping your lap times. If you can knock several seconds off your lap here and there and get yourself up to speed, that is basically the order of proceedings in Bambinos. And I've been touring, well, not just Europe watching Bambino competitions, but the world of late to see some sterling new talents. It took me to Dubai in January to watch the O-Plate, and there's a talent there I can definitely recommend who is going to be making his appearance for the first time in the United Kingdom later this season. The Indian talent Shootout, who absolutely blitzed every single heat of the Bambino competition in the Dubai O-Plate and is coming to race over here in the UK. So you may well see Shootout popping up in some of these events run by TDI Media over the course of the season. But this is going to be a good one for Scarlett Dunn. Looks like a pretty good lap across the line, a 109.12. Pretty impressive stuff, actually. That's getting closer and closer to the top three. And this is all about progress, essentially. It's all about the amount of time you're able to gain. Here's James Fabricius. So let's see what James can do. He's been knocking on the door of 112s and 111s all day. Across the line, is that going to be... Oh, that's not a bad one. It's a 111.61, actually, for Fabricius. I think he can go a little bit quicker this time, though. It's a high 111.6, but he might even be able to stretch it to a 111.5. We'll see what he can do on this lap. We're watching it go around out of McRae's down the short stretch to Iredale's. One of my favourite circuits in the country, this. It's a brilliant place to go racing. It's got so much history. So many of the great British racing drivers, both kart racers and cars, have made their name on this very circuit. Going all the way back to the likes of Jenson Button, Lewis Hamilton, Dario Franchitti, Dan Weldon, David Coulthard, and even the current F1 drivers, Lando Norris, George Russell, Alexander Albon, and Channel 4 F1 presenter Billy Munger. They all cut their teeth on circuits just like this one, and they've all won on this circuit over the years at this very place. So it is a great proving ground for those who want to go on to big things. And let's not forget, the progress of some of those drivers have gone from this circuit to amazing competitions, not just in car racing, but of course Lando Norris is still the youngest man in history to win the World Karting Championship. Over the line comes James, 111.61, that's such a good gain for him. Very good performance, bang on exactly the same time as before pretty much, almost to the 100th of a second. He got a high at 111.6 previously, now he's got a 111.61. So this is all about it in Bambino racing. You've just got to keep on pushing, making the progress. You gain confidence, you gain ability as you put yourself to the limit. You have to just try and make the progress as you go. And that is what Bambino racing is all about. You're not wheel to wheel yet, because obviously you're just a little bit too young to make that step forward. But every time you go out on the kart, every time you push, you gain a little bit more. Now Charlie Berry has just done a 106.34. That's very impressive from Charlie. One of the fastest times I think you're ever going to get to see today. I'm not sure anyone can go faster than that, unless Charlie himself can. He is pushing to. He might be able to gain a little bit more time from it. But over the course of the week, oh, easy there. James Fabricius just losing it a little bit, but he did exactly the right thing there, actually. He lost the kart, but he didn't panic. He didn't stamp on the brakes. He just let the kart lose control, got it back into the mood, and that was brilliantly brought back. And again, it's easy to spin these karts when you're a tender age, but it's how you adapt to those problems. It's how you deal with that situation that makes you and molds you into a strong driver. That was very well handled, actually, by James Fabricius, as across the line goes Charlie Berry, trying again to get that fastest time. He's still got it, of course, but he wants to improve on his own best as Braith Murdoch comes through over the line. So what is Braith Murdoch going to be able to do? He's in the 108s and has been for quite a while. If you can get it down to a 108.4 or 108.3, that would be very impressive, and this is a good start. There's Leighton Kelly, running well on the 269, just in front of the 7 of Scarlett Dunn. Dunn takes him on the inside, but again, it's all about progress, just building up the strength and confidence to move your way further forward. Scarlett Dunn doing a good job, looking good for 4th position here in front of James Fabricius. And a new fastest lap, there it is, there's the confirmation. Charlie Berry, a 106.34. We're watching Braith Murdoch, currently in there running around with Bobby Pete in behind. Now that's quite a good tactic actually for Bobby Pete. because at the moment Braith Murdoch is on a very similar speed and he can get the draft essentially. These two are bidding for second place in the contest. Checkered flag is out. Now, has Charlie Very improved? No, but that's fine. A 106.34 is going to be the time he stays with. James Fabricius crosses the line, finishes on a 111.61. Massive progress made over the course of the weekend from Fabricius. These two are going to come across the line together. Bobby Pete is still on a 107.2. Can Braith Murdoch improve? Nicely done. That's a 108.27. That's even faster than we thought Braith might go. Very impressive indeed. Scarlett Dunn is going to finish off, and hopefully that is going to be a successful run from Braith.
Yeah, just to clarify, guys, the winner of the event this weekend is the driver that's set the best performance over the 7 races effectively, and that is Charlie Very from Braith Murdoch, Bobby Pete, Scarlett Dunn, James Fabricius and Leighton Kelly. The fastest lap times are just from this final, and Charlie Very takes the Ferrari watch. So Charlie, pretty dominating weekend for you in the Bambino class. I think you were fastest all the way through. You got the fastest lap in the final. What can you say about the weekend? You enjoyed it?
The other bits were a little bit okay, but yeah.
Who do you want to thank for your weekend?
I want to thank for my dad, my mum and my family.
Well, congratulations to Charlie Very on winning the Gold Cup. After the break, it's the ultra-competitive mini rock class.